Hello, good morning, guys. I'm alive. Welcome to another episode of Ksan Talk Show. Chocolate Godiva. This is what I'm gonna eat. Godiva chocolate. So we are going to code Emacs Lisp today and do a massive text processing on 1,000 files. We're gonna create a hash table. You'll see. Okay, text processing. That's the task. It is called a field of task. So if you are watching this offline, play at 1.5 speed because I remember 1.5 speed is perfect. If you are here, say hi. Love to see your comments. Okay, comments here. Okay, so let's begin quickly. I'm gonna code 40 minutes, then I gotta go. Okay, so we're gonna finish whatever, So what is a job? Okay, so the task is, so if you go to my JavaScript tutorial, JavaScript in depth, for example, then use JavaScript in depth, then you see, let's say, quote string. Okay, then you can see, okay, let me magnify my screen actually. So the Firefox needs to be much larger font. 150 mega big font. Okay, so actually, wow. So this 150 is too large. But so let me show you what we're gonna do today. Okay, so do we have any people watching? 6 people. 6 is double crowds. KPTXXZ. Good morning. So you see my JavaScript, you go to JavaScript and okay, so go to type of class. So you see this page is about type of class. Let's go up. You go down, you see there is this topic box. So copy it back to Emacs, open that page, show in browser, type of class, go back to Emacs, then you go down. Right now I'm describing what I'm doing, okay? So, I mean, what is the problem, okay? So you see this type of class, oh God, this is all too big. So this JavaScript constructors and class section, so they are like related pages related to this type of class page. You go down, you see these are all about constructors and class in JavaScript. So how do I make this panel? Let's say if I want to add a new page, if you want to add a new page to this topic box, you need to update every one of these pages. So let's go to constructor and class, go all the way down. You can see then this binding, go all the way down. You can see the same topic box. Okay. Now in this case, they are all these files are in the same directory. So for example, open that, go to the directory. You see all these are in the same directory. Okay, close, open. So now, so if I want to add a new page, let's go to Emacs blog, copy the file path. Now all my command calls are shown in the pink window and my keystrokes on the left. I'm using Xavli keys, okay? And I'm using a Vora keyboard layout. So here is Xavli keys. Fantastic, the most efficient key binding system. And you can watch a YouTube video too for Emacs. Okay, Xavli keys and Vora keyboard layout. So the commands are shown here and my keystrokes. No control, no meta, no alt. So it's a model system, more efficient than Vim. Okay, now so Emacs blog, so copy the file path, close it. So I want to, so open the type of class again, all the way bottom. I want to add, for example, the Emacs blog to this page as well. Now hold on a second. I don't like this. You see, I have this set up so that, okay, so you see I'm using a efficient Hoover to activate Windows system. So for every window, I need to have like kind of a corner of exposure so I can easily switch to it without clicking, because clicking is actually one of the muscle intensive activity. So if you work on the computer for 8 hours a day for 10 years, for me 30 years, you're gonna have problems with your hands. So back to the topic. So I want to add an Emacs page, let's say a new page here. So actually, yeah, okay. So let's say, where do you want to add it? Let's say here, okay. So paste the link, make a link, make a list, remove that URL, and remove the blank line, okay. So now show in browser. Now go to the bottom. You can see we got an Emacs block there. Click on that. Okay, but this page doesn't have the topic box, and this page is too long. So let's use something shorter. Okay. Am I good? Say hi. Say good morning. Acquire. Okay. So let's say I want to. Let's say command line options. Okay, let's just say this page. This page is not too long. You see, this page also got its topic box related to launching Emacs. Emacs start, exit, init file, and stuff. So copy the file path, go back to my Emacs. So let's paste that link, linkify, list, remove the URL, and this one, remove it. You see, I forgot to show my pink window. Okay, so undo, 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 undo. Okay, let's redo. Link this, make a list, remove the URL, and this one, delete. You see, you can see all the commands on the pink window. Now remove the blank lines. Okay, now show in browser. Okay, type of class, go all the way to the bottom, so you can see you got a new page. But if you go there, you don't have the JavaScript. So whenever you update this topic box, you need to update all of them. And I have a command. Okay, let me show you. Press, 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 press. Okay, it's updating all the pages. It's actually searching through my entire website, 1,000 files. Okay, now you go to show list of buffers. So all these files are opened. So open any one of them. So this one is JavaScript define a class without the class keyword. Advanced rocket science. Okay, so if you do web dev, you might check out my tutorial because they are fantastic. So you can define a class without any of class, no new, no this, no even the function keyword. That's how you do it. So anyway, go to the bottom so you can see there it is, Emacs command line options. Click that. Okay, now you go to the bottom, Emacs topic box, then run Emacs Lisp script in terminal relate topic box. Then you got the JavaScript topic box. So fantastic. Now you can navigate all these coherent topics. You see. So that command I just called is XHTML update topic box. Okay, but it's got a problem. Okay, at this rate, we're not gonna start to code, because just to explain the problem, it's gonna take 10 hours. Okay, anyway, let's try. Let's just do what we can. Then I gotta go. Okay, so you got this topic box. So how does the program work? So let me show you. Press, 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 describe key, then press, press, press. Wait, not that key. Describe key, press, 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 not that key. Describe key, press, press, press. What is, oh yeah. So describe key again, press, 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 press. Sequential key system, no control, no alt, no meta crap. So that prevents your hands to become a cripple when you get older. Right now you are young, you are on a row, but it's coming to you. Okay, so you see this command, HTML update topic box. Now tap to go to the source code, expand the window, there it is. So the way it works is that it will search, okay, this part is actually shouldn't be there. Anyway, so it will search, so let me show you, okay. So it will search, so I was actually working on this command, like I was updating it. So how do I, oh God, I'm gonna explain this, it's gonna take an hour. So there it is, search for word, and what word it search? It searches the search text. So what is the search text? Highlight it and go back. So the search text, you can see, you insert, oh God, you insert the entire buffer's text into a temp buffer, okay? Then you insert the text, then you go to the point beginning of the buffer, then you search for word for this word, for this thing, okay? So what is that thing? That thing is, let me show you. Close. That part is basically this. So you search 10,000 files for anything of the div class topic Excel, then with this specific title with H4, okay, that's what you search. Okay, so this title and that serves as a ID identifier. Okay, so this is the approach. So once you find a file with this, then you just like go to basically delete the entire div section, then you replace it with a new one. Okay, that's how it works. But there's complexities. So the first complexity is that if I happen to have, happen to have a topic box of the same name, then but it's actually different topic. For example, let's say this topic box may be named list operations. So list operations exist in different languages, in Emacs, Lisp, in Python, in Golang, in JavaScript, but they are actually different topic boxes. So that is the problem of this command. So what I want to do is I want to add ID, okay? So something like this. ID, and with a unique ID. So instead of using the title as an identifier, use the ID. So the task is go through 1,000 files, find all existing topic box, and classify them. So so then for each one of them, you want to add ID. For example, in this case, I want to modify any of that text to this text for each of the files listed in the box. Okay, so again, so the task is go through the web. I don't think I can start to write it because I gotta go soon. Go to the web, 10,000 HTML files. Open each, find that, then add an ID attribute such as like that for each of the page in the topic box. Okay, that's what you want to do. Okay, now let's put this into my talk show, so maybe we can work on this tomorrow. So cut it, go to the talk show. Now where's talk show? Okay, so you see all these are different pages. Now where's my talk show? So list all buffers, talk, there it is. So this is a task. Okay, press. And this topic box, that's HTML code. So you put that into a Chinese corner brackets. Okay, then you turn it into code with the ampersand, the greater than sign, less than equal sign, turned into ampersand properly, because otherwise it's gonna screw up your HTML. So now make it into a list, show in browser. That is the task. Okay, since this task is sequential and ordered, let's change this URL to ordered list. So you can just press OL, yes, show in browser. Fantastic. So that is a task. Okay, am I doing good? Is it interesting? No comment. That means it's boring. Okay, so I have 30 minutes to go. Let's start to write this. Okay, let's start to code this. Okay, so okay, what is this? Web dev blog, close. Okay, so and so this is a command. This update topic boxes, that's another command, close. So show my buffers. Okay, let's go through them. And close. Each one of them are like one of the pages here. Okay, so go back. I want to, so yeah, so remove that. That's what we did. Save, close. Okay, so close. By the way, the command leave each buffer open intentionally, you know, because sometimes there's a mistake. So close. I can close them all one shot. Okay, what is this? Oh yeah, so this is, you see, this is interesting. This is Emacs command options. So you also got this box. Oh, actually, I need to redo them. Okay, so let's do it again. Okay, so this we don't, you know, this we don't need anymore. So go here, press one key, or press a key to select the semantic unit in HTML. You know, so it doesn't matter where you are. Press a key, that's a semantic unit. Press again, that's a semantic unit. Press again, that's another semantic unit in HTML. Press again, a semantic unit. Okay, delete the whole, or just press. Okay, show in browser. Emacs command line options. So the JavaScript part is removed. Fantastic. Close. Now I actually, okay, JavaScript constructors and class. I need to update this page to remove this Emacs link. Okay, easy. Just delete that. Okay, so that's what you want. Yes. Now press. So again, you'll search 10,000 files written over the past 30 years. So I calculated, you know, right now I have 10,000 files in my on my website, written about 29 since 1997, 29 years. So that's about 3 articles. I mean, 1 article every 3 days. Okay, it's done. Show in browser, so you can see the Emacs page is gone. Okay, so let's write. Okay, let's start to write a command. So actually, so let's, okay, so hold on. So how do you close this? Or this, just do it, or just search use a regress regular expression, but I don't need to, but it's just delete it. Okay, now talk show. Okay, let's start to code it. Let's see how far we can go. Okay, start. Okay, the task. Okay, so do that, cut, undo, undo. Go to the Emacs again, paste, go here, select all, comment out, fantastic. Okay, and comment out that, so D for define, kasa, work, okay, date, okay, so we're gonna start to code this thing, okay, so so first of all, do one file, so let's name this do one file, okay, so you need a file path, okay, something like that, okay, so first job is open that file. God, I need to go faster. I need to go faster. I have 30 minutes, 30 more minutes. Okay. Open file. So what is the idiom to open file? Is it find file? No, because that is super slow. I talked about this 1,000 times. So I have, by the way, few hundred Emacs lisp coding YouTube live streams. You can go check them out. In fact, there's a collection. Emacs, search for XR Emacs tutorial. Then you just go to Emacs and Emacs lisp video tutorials, so you can watch my past videos. These are the best ones I collected here, okay? On Emacs lisp coding for beginners, there's a beginner one. Then, okay, that's my alarm clock. You see my nice phone. Cats, so cute. So cute. And now enjoy the richness of mid-class American life. Godiva. Wait, what camera is this? This lousy camera. Pay me money, okay, guys? Go to xali.info. Go to the bottom. You'll see my PayPal. Put, $100. If you work at Google or some corporation, put $1,000. Okay, make me a happy man. Now, chocolate. Okay, we got 30 minutes to do this. So, yeah, go watch my videos, okay? If you like my stuff, I hope it's useful. Now, how do you open a file, okay? That would be in the topics of Emacs Lisp. Okay, let's just user input, text processing. Everything I do today is all covered, in my tutorial. Writing a command, text processing, get user input, file and buffer, that's what we want. Read file, that's what we want. Process file, oh, copy, it's already done. Copy. Close. Copy and cut coding, the best coding, okay? Delete that. Okay. Put that there. Yeah, so, and this name needs to be that, okay? That is the most efficient way if you want to open 10,000 files. Extremely fast. You can open 10,000 files within a few seconds. So you just, with temp buffer, that creates a temporary buffer and insert it, okay? Then do something. Now, what is something we need to do? We need to search for this, okay? So first of all, go to character point mean. Let's go to the beginning of the buffer, okay? Then search for word, search for this, okay? research forward. That's what we need. And now we need regular expression for this thing, okay? So yeah, XR escape quotes, do it, fantastic. And both of them in quote, fantastic. And this part is gonna be regular expression. Can you do it? Yes. So what regular expression would that be? Now look at this magic trick. RGAZ. Oh, fantastic auto coding. Now this part will be correct. That means not the less equal sign, less than sign, okay? And wait, undo, redo, okay? Now because we are in so this capture the pattern for this part, okay? So now because we are in Emacs Lisp, which got the most lousy regular expression possible, so you need backtick, and backtick, the back quotes, the slash, double slash to toothpick syndrome, okay? Cut it, put it here. That is our regular expression, okay? So cut it, go back here, paste, and delete that, okay? Now prettify the code. Pretty, fantastic, beautiful. Is it beautiful? Yes. Now remove these options. Option bound nil, no error true, because some page doesn't have, the topic box. If you don't say, if you don't say no error, then if it cannot find it, it'll like stop. Okay, so no error true, count, we don't care. And here we have a little new line. Now let's replace it by just make it that. So the code is easier, kind of. Okay, you search for that. Okay, we cannot finish this today because there's a lot to do. So once you found it, you need to put it into a hash table. So for each of these topic box, we need to put in a hash table. So let's declare a hash table. X table. Okay. Now, how do you do a hash table? Oh, that's an interesting question. I forgot. But first of all, copy that. Go to the talk show. Pedal my tutorial there. Okay. Now, but how do you do hash table? Well, that would be Lisp basics. So this section covers everything in the Lisp language common to all Lisp languages, such as string, number, boolean, variable, conditionals, loop, data structure, hash table. That's what we want. Oh, make hash table. That's what you do, okay? Copy and paste code. The fantastic methodology, better than OOP. Just copy and paste. The most practical. Okay, so you got, so create a hash table. Yes, of course. Let's put it here. So this will be named X table. Make hash table test equal. Yes. And by default, we can add like the number of keys you want estimated, because for efficiency reasons, that's of a concern to the bit diddlers. But let's ignore it for now. It doesn't matter much. It'll save you, a few microseconds. Well, the thing is, when you have a hash table, you see, hash table is kind of the bit diddling computer science, okay? Very fundamental part. List, array, hash table, those are very fundamental and fairly complicated because you need to implement it on this digital abacus. So when you have a hash table, you usually, in lower level languages, you need to declare how many items you're gonna have. Ideally, who cares? Just watch. If I add one, do it. If I add 10 items, do it. Don't ask me how many items I'm gonna have, but in reality, in practice, you need to specify, it needs to begin like declare memory, how many items you're gonna have. Then if it's beyond that many items, then behind the scenes it will like recreate, yeah, and literal, yeah, kind of. So the implementation is actually an entirely different thing. It's a different, that's when you need to read Knuth, Donald Knuth's The Art of Programming book. Okay, that's a low-level implementation issue. But for most people, like Python coders, Ruby coders, JavaScript coders, they don't know. And for mathematician coders and scientists who study the advanced rocket science, they don't know neither. Like, which is in my case, my first like 20 years of computing. Like, I don't know what hash table actually do underneath. But all I care as a mathematician, I just want the key value pairs. Okay, you figure out the shit. I figure out the advanced mathematics. You figure out the bit diddling shit. Okay, that is a job of programming language. Unless you are the bit diddler, then you are into C and Rust. So anyway, that's a side story about the hash table. But anyway, that's how we want to do it. Okay, so table, declare hash table, yes. Then every time you found it, okay, every time you found this item, then you need to comments. Are you Chinese? Yes, sir. I'm Chinese blood of U.S. citizen. Okay, Xiao Kuang, Qian. Oh, KPTXX. Okay, I haven't checked my email for a few days, so I'll remember that. Thank you. Make a screenshot of it. I'll make sure to send it to you. Okay. XHTML mod, powerful. Thank you. So once you found this, I gotta go in 20 minutes. Okay. Once you found this, am I doing good? Video check, live check, audio. Okay. So once you found the hash once you found this, you need to go to okay, so you need a begin and end. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, begin and end local variable, then set x begin. Okay, actually put it here. Then you want to set it to, we want to save the beginning position of the div. Okay, position is the beginning of buffer is 1, so it goes by characters, basically counting characters. So beginning position would be match beginning. Okay, the whole match. Okay, that returns the position of this. Okay, then what you want to do, you want to then go to x begin, go to there, then jump to the end of tag. So what you want to do is let me open a JavaScript page so you can see. Okay, let's use that. Define a class without class. Okay, then constructor and class, and you want to know where's the hash table one there. Okay, copy, do that, show in browser. Okay, that's today's topics. Okay, so back to the code. what we want to oh yeah, so what we doing is that, you see, once your cursor position is here, you want to jump to the bottom. Okay, so you can do that by, what is my key? Hey, wait, what is my, wait, what? Oh, I don't want that. Basically, what? Okay, so you kind of want to, you see, jump. So what is my key for? I forgot what is the key. Okay, let's look. Forward. What? Tag, insert tag, remove join, go to matching tag. Oh yeah, tab down. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, so tab down. Yeah, that's right, I forgot the key. So tab down or tab up, go to the matching tag. So for example, tab up, for example, like I put that like that, you see it jumped to the matching tag. Okay, so what is the command? That command would be that. Okay, so go back here, save, close, go back to my code, then do that. Okay, look at the documentation, describe function, then you can see the source code here. Actually I'm just using I'm using the let me show you. I should use that. I need to implement my own. There, okay, that is actually the command I'm using. SGML skip tag forward 1, that is bundled with Emacs. Okay, so if you are going to code your own, you can use this command. Fairly complex. I need to implement my own though. Okay, but anyway, close, copy that, close. Okay, actually do that. Go to chart that, actually move forward 1 character. Okay, then jump to the end, then set x end point. Okay, so that's the beginning position and end position of this kind of block. Okay, so prettify the code. So okay, so far so good. Yeah, let's clean up. Okay, so we got the beginning position and just copy it. Buffer substring no properties. Okay, that is that. And let's say the text. Okay, then just say set text set text that. Okay, so we got this text, we got this kind of this text captured. Okay, now let's just make a hash table. So we want to add that to a hash table. What should the key be? The key should be, let's say the key should be the entire text. Okay, so put hash, I believe, is the function put hash. That's right. The key is gonna be this huge text, and value is gonna be the current file path. Okay, and what table? table is this X table. Okay, so that will add to the hash. Actually, you need to check if exist. If not, add. Okay, but if exist, push path to value. So the value should be a list of path. Okay, so first of all, check if it exists. So go back to hash table, go to hash table. Wait, not that, hash table. Hash table, check exist. Okay, it's get hash. Okay, get hash table, yeah. So get hash that in X table. Okay, so if is in the hash table, then do something. Otherwise, if it's not in hash table, just add it. And we need to add to as a list. Okay, so this would be okay. So but if it's already there, then if it's already there, you want to update the value. Okay, so that would be okay, that would be put hash 2. So if it already exists, then okay, get hash. So okay, okay, so actually we run into efficiency issues. So we already got hash. So hold on a second. So it's a bit confusing here, but let's add current key. Okay, something like that. Current key. Set current key that. Okay, so if current key already exists, if it doesn't exist, then just add it. If it already exists, then you need to put hash current key. Then you need to push the new value to existing list. Okay, so you need to God, there must be better way to do it. Okay, I got 9 minutes to go. I need to go. Shit. Okay, nobody is watching. No comments. 11 people. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do. Hi, he commit. Lots of new people today, because I'm doing it at a different time frame. Usually, I don't do it this early. Chocolate. Yeah. Hi guys. Hi. Put hash current key. Okay. Am I doing good? Am I like, yeah. Okay, back to the code. So put hash current key put hash in that key, and the value would be, oh god, how do you do this? You need to push this path to the value, okay? So that is a key. Wait, that is not a current key. That's a key's value. So there's a semantic issue. Get hash, this text, okay, so that's not a key. Current, that should be value. Something like that, okay? Okay, key value, get hash text. Then if the value exists, yeah, so so this is wrong. So this should be text, right? That's a key. Then the value is, that's right, now I know. Okay, you just do push this file path into the list. Fantastic. Wait, what does it return? What does push return? Push, this place thing is really annoying. This you know, the problem here, the complexity is due to imperative programming, mutability of things. That's why it gets complex. So right now I want to know, what does push return, or does this actually work? You see, you need to, whenever it's already there, you need to push the current file path into this list and put it into the hash table, okay? So let's say let xx, okay, so let's do some little experiment here. 1, 2, 3, so we got a list here, and now push for xx. What does it but what does push return? So you need to message, okay, push result. Okay, let's run this code and then we'll know. Show, okay, push result is a list. Okay, so it returns a list. You know, stupid describe function, the documentation doesn't say. Yeah, this, you know, this very lousy part of the documentation. You know, it doesn't tell you directly what it returns, but indirectly it says it's like equivalent to that setf, okay? Now does setf say explicitly what it returns? Check. The return value is the last var in the list. What? That's not what I want. You see, so it's actually, so this is the push documentation is actually incorrect. You know, so it says this is morally equivalent to that, but actually, you know, the return value is entirely different. You know, let's try to run this code. You know, run this code, you see the result is that means it returns the entire list. So it is not morally equivalent to that. Stupid documentation. I mean, this is a bad part. I mean, so if for you guys, those of you Emacs Lisp coders, okay, Now you guys are more friendly and social people, so you need to go tell the GNU Emacs dev mailing list. You need to go tell them this documentation, this inline documentation for the push function. Let's look at it. Define macro. This inline documentation is not real well written. It needs to be changed. It needs to specify what is the return value explicitly, okay? And it also to remove this morality shit. It says this is morally equivalent to this. So what does morally equivalent mean? So it's kind of like, morally equivalent is not a good phrase to use when you do technical writing, okay? So, in technical writing, you don't use florid analogies like that, morally equivalent. You should say, in this case, if you want to say it this way, this is similar, okay? Or almost equivalent, okay? Not morally equivalent. And also, okay, so you need a return. You need to say what it returns and change this phrase, morally equivalent. And also, you see, this is trying to explain what this push does by comparing to another construct. That's not good. Simply directly describe what this push do without, if possible, without trying to doing an analogy to some other construct, because then people need to know what does a setf do. What is setf, especially setf. Setf is rarely used, almost never used in Emacs Lisp. So this and also added to the injury is that this thing does generalized variable. That's completely shit. So this documentation, this part, the documentation for this push function is the worst of all inline documentation of all Emacs Lisp functions in the entire Emacs Lisp programming language, okay? That is what I'm telling you from my experience of coding Emacs Lisp since 2006. So by now it's 20 years. 20 years, the old man says, this inline documentation push is the worst in the entire Emacs Lisp inline documentation, okay? So you guys, for you young people, still, nice persons, so you go to the GNU Emacs dev mailing list and kindly, don't mention my name, just just tell them I think there's a problem with this documentation, can we possibly improve it? Okay, just tell them to add a return, explicit what is a return, and tell them to try it, try to write this, rephrase this without comparing to some other construct, okay? And don't tell them what I said about the generalized variable, because that's shit. But if you tell them, they're not gonna listen. But just tell them to add a return statement. If you can do that, if by next release of Emacs 20, next one is gonna be Emacs 31. If in next release this documentation is changed, then I'm happy. That means I actually did something useful for you guys. Okay, so actually I gotta go. So that's it for today. We haven't finished this, but let's put it back to do. Okay, actually to do, to be continued, CONTINUED. Okay, then this part, test what push returns. Okay, then this is this is the description. Okay, so put it back, syntax color the whole showing browser. That is today's talk show. To be continued. Hello, Oliver. I gotta go. To understand generalized variables, you basically need to read the language standard for Common Lisp. No, actually, I talked about generalized variables maybe half a year ago or a year ago. Generalized variable is the worst shit in Lisp. Okay, that like the worst shit possible. So if you Oliver, you probably know already. You know what it is. But generalized variable, that's another topic. So in my opinion, that should be banned. That should be like fucking removed in Emacs Lisp. I don't want it. Nobody wants it. Generalized variable, that should be banned because it's simulating the imperative programming languages x equals to some x bracket index. Like if you want to update a index element of an array in Python or JavaScript or Golang or any other language, you say array square bracket 3. You want to update the third index equals to something. That is what generalized variable mean. It's not generalized. Generalized my ass. It's just illogical syntax and semantics created so that because it reflects the traditional mathematical notation, okay, but it is in fact illogical and bad in a programming language, okay, because it conflates, as the people say, it confuses the confuses the evaluation strategy. Okay, so like when does a variable become evaluated? Okay, so anyway, that's what generalized variable is. I think it's very bad. Okay. Yeah, Emacs documentation. Great guy, Oliver. Okay, bye guys. I gotta go. I really gotta go.